What's up, what's up, what's up? It's TwoBroSmoke. We are in the house once again. It is your host, Timmy Turner, and I've got a special guest for you on the show. We're trying to get these little technical difficulties worked out so he can jump on the live. I'm going to give the room just a second to populate, see if we can get him on here. I'm really excited about this show. I hope it goes through. I know we had a great show with Covert Genetics last night, so if you haven't checked that out, you need to get over there and watch that one. Also, earlier on Sunday, we had Mike Camp from the Honeycomb Hydro, so you guys want to go check that out as well. If you don't see it on the Facebook page, you might want to go check it over on the YouTube. That's where we're making sure we post all the contents over on YouTube, but a lot of it will end up here on Facebook. So let me just see who all's in the chat real quick. So far, I think that's fraudulent. Yeah, I really got to get this little YouTube videos. Okay, right here, I think I just and approve. All right, says it's adding him, so I think we got it going. Says it's accepting him and adding. Just a second to jump on here. Well, just says adding and adding and adding. Says no answer from the guest. Try it again. See if that'll work.
Yeah,
there we go. There we go.
We did it. We did it.
Yes.
What was going on there?
Did it. See, everybody that's missing Powder, my brother that's usually on the show, this is why we have him. He does all this stuff just amazing, you know. Big shout out to my brother.
Yeah, and I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm not tech savvy, so we're just two smokers out here trying to connect, right?
Yeah, for sure, dude. That's what happens. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to set this because I was on the laptop and it was working. I could see you, but it wouldn't let me go. So I had to close the laptop down and get on the phone. But I'm trying to set this phone up in a spot that's gonna be good. Well, can you see me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're perfect, man. Perfect.
Cool. Well, thanks for having me on the show. Glad we could finally do this. We've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, let me welcome you because everybody doesn't really know. This man right here is the one and only legend, Brett Anderson of Heart and Soil. I just so happen to be repping the swag today. I got the hat and the shirt. I see you got the shirt on matching.
I was wearing the red earlier today. It was all stinky, so I changed. You know, I got a nice couple options when it comes to wardrobe, basically the green or the red. So I just wear those.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I've been wearing this one out ever since I got it.
They're so comfortable. I barely wear anything else. So.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to bring up, that you always really use really, really good products. Like, you don't just have hats. You don't just have shirts.
Yep.
Like, I've noticed, like, this is made by the
Alpine Hemp Company. I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's kind of bad. You got the weed leaves on the inside of the hat. It's all hemp. You know, Alpine Hemp Company out of Denver, Colorado. Check them out. They make great products. But yeah, we try to do everything on brand and, you know, keep it cannabis related and hemp related as much as possible, you know, and really get the best quality products people want to wear. So it's like not just having a shirt with a logo on it. You want people to wear that shirt because they like the shirt, you know, and they like the hat, they like the way it feels, you know. The logo, you know, they're not going to wear it out unless they feel comfortable in it. So I wear the stuff. I want to be comfortable, so I get good stuff, you know, for us, for you, and for me. So
Yeah, for sure. I can't tell you how many times I bought an awesome T-shirt. Second time I wore it, big hole in the armpit or something,
Yep,
you know.
yep. Or it's just like
So yeah,
really,
dude, like I noticed that right
really
off
hard
about you. You used
cotton, you know,
to,
that's just gonna rub your skin. But yeah, anyways, we try to do it right. So I saw you I saw you repping it. You know, the last time you're on the air, I think you had a shirt on. So I appreciate you.
yeah, no problem, man. I just try to support good people. That's the number one mission. That's the reason I even started the show. Is just really to have a reason to talk to you guys, and I felt like everyone needs a voice to bring it to the community, because it's one thing to see a post that it's just words, it's just a picture, but when you can see the person, talk to that person, you get a feel for that
Right,
person. You know what I mean?
for sure.
It puts a voice on just a brand. There's so many brands out there. Who should you choose?
Yes,
I like that. Know who I'm shopping with.
exactly. I like to support good people, and you got to live your brand. I feel like if you're gonna, you got to practice what you preach. You got to, all that stuff. If you're gonna if you're gonna run a company, I think you need to represent that company. When you go out the door, the front door, not just in behind the keyboard. Or doing orders. I think it's important to get face to face and just be a decent person. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
How many companies out there make it difficult. It's becoming more and more rare thing for people to just be good-hearted people and do what they say they're going to do. So when you invited me on the show, you've always been you've always been very supportive in purchasing stuff, and just in your words, and how you know I appreciate you. I appreciate you putting me out there. I appreciate, the kind, conversations that we've had. It means a lot, when people reach out and they feel the vibe that I'm, trying to put out. And it's like, hey, man, people feel it and it's real, So, and that's why I'm on the show today to hopefully connect with more of those people.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's get into it, man. So, first question of the day, the Heart and Soil name, the company, what does it mean? What does it stand for? What's it all about, you know?
When trying to come up with a company, it's like, what do we want to be? Do we want to have a flashy name, or whatever? But I take what I do seriously with the earth and with cannabis, and not just cannabis, but the earth in general, and how we grow vegetables and all these things, and how we get back to the land. So it's very important to me in my personal life. So I wanted to incorporate that into the business strong, so you can see here on the shirt, you got the hands. You got the hands holding the heart. The heart is the most important part of this company. It's like, the compassion, the care for the plant, the care for the people, the care what you're putting into the environment, what you're we do all no-till living soil. So we try to have as little impact on the environment as possible, and use water-only practices, and try to cultivate, a good ecosystem in those pots that can be used essentially forever without having to, incorporate any bionutrients or salts or anything like that. So the name, the Heart and Soil Project, we bring the heart into the soil. So we're trying to, and it's an ever going process, right? We're going to grow and we're going to do new things. We're not ever going to be the same as a company. So it's a project, it's a process. So we wanted to make it known that first we're concerned and we're focused on the heart, of what we do, and the care factor. And then, obviously soil, if without the 6 inches of soil, humanity would be in trouble. 6 inches of topsoil,
Yeah.
out there in the ground, that's what creates, life. That's where the biosphere is with, all the rhizosphere, with all the bacteria and stuff like that. So the soil is super important. So, Heart and Soil Project kind of throws it all together. I know it's a little long-winded, but it was thought out well before I ever started breeding. We always wanted to make this a nonprofit organization, where we would help people connect with the soil, and show them where their food comes from, and have them come out and have do seminars and do things like that. Well, we're not there yet. The Heart and Soil Project is a lot of things. So that's where it stemmed from, is the idea to give back to the community and really be honestly be a sort of a nonprofit. We'd like to have that sector down the line. So I had that name in mind before I even had the idea that we're going to be a seed company. Well, And we also do CBD products. So I'm not sure if you're aware, heartandsoilproject.com, heartandsoilcbd.com. We do pure CBD and full spectrum tinctures along with salves. And we do have some capsules and things of that nature. So, we also have that side of the company. So I really do believe in the power of CBD. I believe it when incorporated and combined with THC, it's way more effective. Hence the full spectrum that we provide. So we have the CBD, and hemp side of the company, and then kind of off the website on the Instagram, we have and in real life we have the breeding projects that we've been doing. So that's the hopefully the three the three legs, the three pillars, the company would be CBD and hemp, and then we got THC seeds and cannabis seeds in general, and then we also have the giving back sector, the nonprofit that we're always looking for new ways to give back to the community, do charities. If somebody is having trouble, we try to help them out in any way we can. So, you'll see that over the next coming weeks, we're going to be doing we're going to be doing a project and raising some money for the people in Afghanistan. We're really trying to find the best way to give back and help people that are having that just a tough time in life. We're lucky, to not have to deal with those things. And, we're about to be dropping an Afghan punchline, and, we're dealing with Afghanistan and just the timing of that, us benefiting off of those genetics and those things happening to those people at the same time. It weighs heavy on my heart. It's like, I gotta do something, so that's what, that's what we're about, is we're always trying to find, new ways to connect and help and just bring that heart and soil factor, so that's
cool, man. Yeah. I know that, you do the hemp stuff and the CBD stuff. I've seen the website. So if anybody needs any of those products, they need to get over there. I mean, this is really, if the t-shirts are this well made, imagine the products he's putting out. I mean, he really has some of the best stuff out there. It's not that gas station stuff that comes in a bottle that's labeled 10 different ways. You don't really know what's in it. This man has
we go through
the stuff.
one source. We have one farmer that we work with, and I went to high school with him. So I trust this man. Our families know each other. It's one of those things you just can't. CBD and hemp, it's all about the sourcing, and trusting your source. And we only go through one, and we trust it. And it gets tested, and it's been tried and true for the last 3 years for us. Since we started. So, yeah, that's a big part of our company. And I do believe, in that side of it, but my real passion, and is breeding.
Yes.
Creating something new.
Yes.
Discovering something new. Preserving, genetics. We started with the Peruvian line, and then we went to the Mozambique, and then we went to the Afghan. So we have a preservation, and then we also have a hybridization that comes off those lines as well. So, yeah, that's our passion, my passion is the breeding, factor.
I really love the thing that stood out about your genetics to me was the preservation of all the heirloom strains and the landrace strains. And it's like, when you say you have a landrace, I trust you, because I've also seen this dude right here has went on expeditions and brought back seeds like strain hunter style. Me myself, I've always wanted to do something like that, but this dude don't just click a button and order some stuff. Tell a little bit about that, the crazy expedition.
Well, I did a trip to Peru, and in all honesty, I wasn't searching for genetics. They found me. I went and hunted. I went hiked the Inca Trail. The Lares Trek is the route we took through Cusco, and went over the mountain pass, came back through the other side, went down into the valley. It was a magical experience, and along the way in Cusco, I happened upon some gentlemen that were, partaking, and I was like, "Ooh, I smell some cannabis. I'll go hunt this out." And I was with a friend who did not partake, and he's not a smoker, so it was kind of like an awkward situation. But I ended up not smoking with them at the time, but they ended up just giving me. I didn't purchase it. They gave me about a quarter worth of weed, and they said, "Oh, this is local Cusco, Cusco. This was here, grown here, from this region, always." So they were trying to communicate in the best way they could. I don't speak Spanish, or Cuscanian, but they were trying to, they told me this is, cannabis from this region. So I, smoked it along the travels, and there were some seeds inside, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." And they were really healthy looking seeds, and this wasn't typical sativa herb. It was very dense, it had a sativa effect. It was very uplifting, not too paranoid, but it was real sativa, like I had really never had in my life. And but the buds were so stacked, they didn't look like normal sativa buds. So I brought those seeds back with me. There was about 12 seeds, and I popped them all, and I did a little pheno hunt between the 12 seeds, and found 2 keeper females and 1 keeper male that were just really interesting because they stayed nice and short. They had more broad leaves. They just looked really interesting. So I moved forward with those, and then they finished way faster than any sativa that I've grown, and this was even more sativa effect than I had ever had. So I was like, "Whoa, this is super interesting." So I created a 23 strain line because I worked in the cannabis industry for a long time and had connections with a lot of people. I could get clones of just about anything at any point. So I got, Mac 1, I got, a lot of different strains that, were highly desired at the time. And I bred to them, and hoping to find something special. And I found a lot of special stuff. That's where the Peruvian punch comes from. And then that line you can kind of see is makes its way through a lot of different lineages that I do. Is the Peruvian punch, which is Mendo breath, across the purple punch, across to the Peruvian male. So, and when I say land race versus heirloom, I've been using the term, unless somebody tells me this is land race, I use the term heirloom genetics. So it's tough. It's a tough terminology to kind of.
Oh yeah.
It's like land. What defines a land race? So. I do have a Siberian that I was told was a pure land. I believe it because it is a wild lady. So yeah, kind of trailing off in my thoughts, but yeah, it's the breeding, the preservation of the genetics is really important, to me, and that's where the project started, and that was where the exploration started. That was the only expedition, I was able to do so far, especially after COVID hit and all that stuff. But I'm definitely eager to get back out and do more hunting. Other than that, the Mozambique came from a very trusted source, from family of his that was in the region that had been collecting genetics over the past 20 years in Malawi and Mozambique. That's where those genetics came from. And then the Afghan came from a service member, which I will not name for obvious reasons, but he brought back a bunch of seeds direct from the fields of Afghanistan when they were patrolling in the area. So they were stationed and they did patrols every day, and he was alone and he collected seeds every day and brought back a good hunk of Afghan, from the Afghan Kush region, without giving the exact location of where these people were, but the Afghan Kush, it was still in a valley, but it's still highlands. But that was some, those are some special seeds to come across, because obviously Afghanistan's a tough place to travel to, and will be a tough place to do for a long time. So
yeah, well, Brett was nice enough to send over some packs and stuff, so I just want to show off some of your packs so people know what we're kind of talking about here. See some of the artwork and different stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lemon liquor I just happen to have on the desk.
Nice. Yeah, that's one I don't believe I have.
Not yet.
Not yet, yes. I am a collector. I do love to collect things. Ah, right here. That's a good one. Trying to find one I seen the Sweet East. That one really caught my
Sweet
eye.
East, yep, that one's really nice. Those plants are coming out beautiful. Yeah, that Mandarin Skittles is Mandarin Skittles crossed to Afghan. And that Mandarin Skittles is a real special plant. We've used it a lot. Unfortunately, it's no longer around, but that plant is chunky, sweet. So basically, what we breed for, I'll kind of backtrack. Another reason I use the Peruvian is, at the time, I had a bug problem. I had mites, I had thrips, I had aphids. This plant, like, puh, puh, like all the other plants were getting eaten. This one's like, what? Like my skin's too tough for you. You better get off. So that was another thing, and it didn't. Here in Colorado, powdery mildew is a very, very bad, very, common thing. And I didn't have good air circulation at the time, and I didn't have a properly built grow like I do now, and PM was an issue. So, and this plant didn't get PM when other plants got PM right next to it. So, the pest and disease and pathogen resistance is very important. Vigor is really important. Structure is really important. Don't get me wrong. Yield and flavor are definitely nothing gets selected without having those two things, yield and flavor. But the things that come first are the pest resistance, the structure, you get the foundation of our plants. I made sure that those selections, were things that I wanted to grow. Things that a lot of times you get hype genetics and they just have holes in them. They're very, very frosty, or super flavorful. They yield a lot, but they veg really slow. They get diseases really easy. Things like that. I don't know if you've ever had experience with that, but I worked in at Kind Love and a couple other big facilities that we had sometimes 100 different strains, and you could really tell which ones were we had our favorites because they were easy cultivators. They didn't require a whole lot of extra work from us. Where some plants were like really finicky, and if you watered them too much or didn't water them enough, they'd freak out. All these things. So we try to breed genetics that are great for both the novice and the expert, because they're going to grow like weeds, and they're not really going to need a whole lot of your TLC. Now, if the more you throw at them, defanning, low stress training, high stress training, twist and pop, pinching tops, topping, all these things, our plants are going to respond like champs. Sometimes people are scared to do these things. Go for it with ours, because they're going to beast back. Trellis hard, train hard, and they're going to come back even harder. That's why we bred the way we did, and that's why we select the way we do. Is so when you grow plants for the first time, we have a lot of first-time growers. You're impressed. You're like, man, this is fun. Let's do this some more. Not like, oh crap, they all died. I didn't even have. I had one seed pop out of 10, and so we try to give the top quality to people that. I remember when I was popping seeds back in the day, it was like you get a lot of duds. You seed hunts and stuff like that in the grows, and you would know which genetics you want to move forward with. Sometimes just after germination. You're like, man, this genetic company obviously took a little bit more care with their seeds. Maybe took some more time. This genetics company didn't finish the seeds properly or whatever. So I always try. Coming from that side of the things, like I was on the receiving end of a lot of genetics for a long time, and now I try to, when I give those genetics people, I want to stand behind them, and I want them to be happy, and confident that their plants are going to be, the best crop this year, or next year. So
yeah, man, I can totally respect that, because like you said, a lot of things are just hype, and I feel like a lot of people, they just can't wait to breed two names. You know, they'll go get gelato, they'll go get tropical fusion, and they're just wanting to have tropical fusion gelato because in their head, this concept is like the maximum ultimum, you know, and
Right.
it's
And
just,
then they don't
you
realize
know,
that out of breeding all those seeds, every single, you'll have 10,000 seeds or 1,000 seeds. Every single one's different. You're not. So
yes,
you're only as good as the one seed that gets popped. So if you're popping 10 seeds and only one of them's good and that one doesn't make it, and the other ones suck. I would like to think that it'd be a lot easier if all the seeds were good. And all the
yeah,
everyone you pop. Obviously that's the goal. So you don't. Um, so you repeat customers, people, people that are happy and spreading the word because of the results. That's what I try to, foster is, you know, you know, do what you say you're going to do, have good customer service, have a good product, deliver quick, and over deliver. So when people get their stuff, like, man, thank you for that extra, or oh my gosh, the quality of this hat is so awesome. I love hearing those things because we really do take all that into consideration. Like, we want you to have the best experience from the second you say, hey, how can I order seeds, to like when you are taking pictures of your finished buds, you're like, look at this fire. Those are,
yeah,
yeah, that's why we do it. And so you're happy all along the way. And it's not just like, we're going to be good customer service and give you crappy seeds, or we can give you good seeds, but we're going to be a dick to you because we know we have good seeds. We're not that company. We get grandmas and grandpas that have never grown before in their life, like, hey man, I just want to grow a seed. I want to grow a plant. Tell me how to do it. And we'll give you a little coaching. If you've never grown before, ask us. Hey, what's your germination technique? Do you have any recommendations on soil or whatever? We're always open to like help people with those things because we want you to be successful. So.
yeah, for sure. One thing I want to bring up about your lines though is they're limited. Like you only make them one time,
That's
correct?
correct. Yeah, we try to, again, you ask, about the Heart and Soil project. It's always a project. It's never, we're never going to be like, oh, well, we found this gold mine, this Peruvian punch. This is our go-to. We're just going to make tons of this. Well, that's not really what I want to do. That'd be boring to me. I want to like build on those lines and like create new lines and find new genetics out there that are begging to be preserved. Things like that. I don't think I'll never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. It's like I won't stop and just breed one thing, like you said. So yeah, once we grow as many as we can, we make as many healthy seeds as we can, and then once they're gone for good, and they'll never be made in their original form. So we'll never keep a mom and keep a dad in the clone form and just constantly breed with the same thing. You'll never see. You may see an F2, you may see an F3, but you won't ever see the same F1 being made again.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's
just
the way
like
you
you said,
want to.
things are, we're having a giant sale right now. My birthday is August 30th.
Yes.
My birthday is August 30th, and I wanted to do something special. Our packs usually range from $60 to $100. So what we went and did, I'm turning 34, so packs are $34. All of them, any of them, from any line, from the $60 line, from the $80 line to the $100 line. They're all $34, and it runs through Monday, August 30th. So that's when my birthday is, and you guys have already, people have already poured out just happy birthday wishes. I've had people send me gifts that are in the mail. Just the community has been so cool. I didn't realize how many people were really paying attention until I dropped this sale, honestly, because people have come out of the woodwork, and even people that weren't necessarily wanting to buy a seed, which tons of people did, obviously, but people were just like, hey man, happy birthday. Like, I really appreciate what you're doing for the community. Like, keep going. Like those things mean so much to me. So it's really cool. Like, I posted this on Sunday, and the response has just been just mind blowing. I never thought, 3 years ago when I started this thing that I'd be, and that people would really care this much. So it's pretty fun. So yeah, thanks for thanks for having me on. Thanks for caring.
Yeah, man. Well, for me and my brother, man, happy birthday to you. And I'm going to try to shoot you something over. I've been talking to you about a little arts and crafts project I'm working
Yes, I'm
on.
excited about.
Shoot that over to you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So yeah, my plan on my birthday is I'm gonna go alligator gar fishing with my dad and my best friend. So
Wow.
that's the plan right now. We're driving to Texas, and it should be some interesting time. So yeah, get those orders in. I won't be.
Where can they find you at?
Oh,
Plug in
oh
your
yes, of course, of course. I
everything,
apologize.
man. Plug it all in.
So, Heart and Soil Project on Instagram, at Heart and Soil Project. That's the Instagram. We also have at Heart and Soil Seeds. In case you're looking, you're wondering if they're the same company. That is me. It's our backup, for obvious reasons. And then our email is my email is banderson at heartandsoilproject.com. Now, a lot of people on Instagram. I understand. Hopefully, everyone can jump on an email. But we also have an email list. If you want to email me or send me a message, I can send you the link to the email list. You can get on the email subscription. With social media going the way it does, sometimes we get censored as a cannabis company. So having that outlet on email is so important to us as companies, really, because in case Instagram or Facebook wants to shut your account down, at least we can still communicate with you, the customer, and get you, the deals as possible. We can throw up the middle finger to those other people and say, hey, we got this. So that's why we really are focusing a lot on those email subscriptions. We're getting people to. We're running the best specials, and we're getting you guys behind the scenes info that you don't even get on the Instagram. So yeah, email me or message me, and we'll get you that link. But man, yeah, I really appreciate all the support, you and your brother, and I think I got a message. Were you wearing your stuff on the Gobsmacked interview?
No, I wasn't wearing it on Gobsmacked. I was probably wearing something on maybe the Canna Camp one.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but somebody had mentioned you, and they ordered because they heard about me through you, and it's happened.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so things happen so quick, and I can't thank you enough for just for lying to everybody and telling them how nice I am.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, we're just looking for anybody and everybody that has not necessarily just breeders,
right.
companies,
right?
Anything with cannabis. Of course, I don't want something unrelated to cannabis, but I just I want to showcase people, because I go around and I'm a fan of everybody and I see what they do and I think it's a great thing that they're doing and I want people to see it. And just like me, I would like to sit down and talk with all these people and get to know them. I feel like everybody would, and that's the whole principle behind the show.
Right, and you're making a difference. You're hopping in. Hey, the first go round didn't work when we tried to link up, but we just kept trying, and here we are. It's like things don't go perfect at first, but it's going to build for you, and just keep putting the good vibes out there. And I think you just have the best intentions, and I think that's why you're going to be successful. So.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to do what I can, be a part of the industry any way I can, anytime I can make an influence. I see all you great guys making an influence and being out there, and I got to do it too, man. I can't just sit down and watch it,
That's doer. That's a doer mentality. Beer.
Some people watch football. Some people play football.
Right.
I'm a player,
You're jumping in any chance you get. So I respect that, and that's why I want to make sure to make the time to chat with you. So it's been great.
Yeah, for sure, man. So is there anything else you want to throw out, before we wrap it up as far as I know you got the new line coming out and stuff like that.
Yeah, the new line will be coming out sometime in October, probably late October. We're going to be having a lot of sales, the sales going to be running through Monday. And how about this? If you mention that you saw me on this episode, and we have $34 packs right now, which is a crazy deal as it is. But we'll get you guys something extra. We'll get you like a hat or a shirt for free, or some more seeds or something like that. So just mention that you saw me on this one, and we'll get you something extra. Just for taking a peek and following along with us.
For sure, man. Wow, that is a good deal. Like that's yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate
and then I
that. I'm
want to,
sure.
I want to get back to you, for having me on. So let's, I want to, we'll talk. We'll get you some of these newer genetics. Obviously just on me, but then I'd like to get you a couple packs to do giveaways with, and just to kind of help promote, what you're doing. So I'd like to,
Yeah, for
to
sure.
just,
I haven't brought that up to anybody because I never want to just ask
no,
anybody, but I have been looking for someone that might, want to sponsor some giveaway type
yeah, we
stuff
sure
on here.
will. We'll do some giveaways.
Because me myself, I don't have a company. I don't already have shirts or
Right? Yeah,
stickers. I don't even have stickers, So
exactly.
all that's going to come. I've just got to get built up.
No,
I
that's what
started it out of love
do.
and fun.
I want
So
to help you do that in any way I can. Like I said, you, we lift each other up, right? You're helping me. I gotta, that's the good vibe that we're all about. So I want to make sure that we get you the people, and the followers that you're looking for. So anything I can do to help you is is put a smile on my face. So
man, well, I really appreciate it, man. It's been a good show. I guess we're going to jump off here, but whenever you go to drop that line, here in the fall in October, whatever, if you need a place to broadcast, right here, man,
yeah,
this show will
you,
push
you,
anything you want to put out,
yeah,
man.
you and your brother just we'll be in touch, but we'll talk, and if a time comes that we can, it's relevant to get back on the show, or we can maybe I can get my buddy Jonathan Covert from Covert Genetics. Have you ever heard of Covert Genetics?
No, I'm not familiar with
So
him.
your listeners, I'm sure somebody out there has heard of them. At Covert Genetics on Instagram. Check them out. We've been working together for a couple of years, just kind of like unofficially helping each other out with cuts, holding cuts for each other, doing things, just trade genetics. Our kids play together. They went to the same daycare for a while. He's a good friend of mine, but he breeds killer genetics. Kim Gas Funk he's the king of Kim is what I like to say. Kim Brule. I don't know if you've ever heard of Kim Brule, or
I have.
so that's his strain. So Kim Brule, and then so we these are gone. So I don't want to tempt too many people. But this is the Kim Brule F2. So that he just released, and when you spend $100 or more, you were getting a free pack of this. Now unfortunately we're out. These are going out today to orders. But him and I always do collaborative deals. We're like, I'll give him 50 packs of something, and he'll give me 50 packs of something. And if you order from me and you spend $100 or more, you get a free pack from him and a sticker. And the same thing with him. So we're always trying to help each other out. I think it's important, just like what you're doing, is like, not everybody knows about everybody, but if we can create like a web and be like, hey, this is my buddy here, check out and see what he's doing. Like, that's how we all become successful. It's like, it's not about like, oh, I'm the only breeder out there that you should buy seeds from. No, I'm not. You should buy seeds from a lot of breeders, because there's a lot of great people breeding cannabis
Yeah.
out there. And one of them is Covert Genetics. So you should check them out.
Send him my way, man. We would
Yeah,
love to have
like
him.
I guess my point was that I'll talk to him. We'll figure out a time. He's over here a lot. I do some. We do, like I said, we do some shipping and packaging together, and so I'll talk to him and see maybe a good time to get both of us on the show, just to kind of fill some dead space for you.
Yeah, man, that would be awesome, man. Yeah, anybody and everybody's welcome. Just come through me, message me. I'm Timmy Turner on Facebook. You can find me on the TwoBroSmoke Facebook page, and also on YouTube as well. So yeah, add me up and get with me, man. So that'll work. I guess we're gonna wrap it up. I feel like we had a pretty good show. Really got the name out there, and I feel like people really get what you have to offer and stuff, man.
Yeah,
Anything else you want to say in closing?
no, I think I'm all set. I really appreciate your time, and we'll be in touch. And I appreciate everybody for taking the time to tune in, and hit me up and let me know what you thought of the show and how we can help you grow better weed.
Yes, please. Everybody get over there. Instagram, Heart and Soil. You want to find this man. You want to get his genetics. The drops coming. You need to be ready, because they're going to sell out. And like you said, once they're gone, they're gone. I mean, there's stuff you don't want to miss it. There's gems sitting there. There, poof, So make sure you get over there. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, TwoBroSmoke. We're going to keep you posted. We're going to be bringing the content, bringing the people, just like this, bringing it to you raw. Till next time, it's been a show. Timmy Turner, TwoBroSmoke, Heart and Soul Project. We are out.
Peace.
Peace.